Are you looking for the best gaming phones? In this video, we will look at some of the 5 best gaming phones on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Number 1. Asus ROG Phone 8 Pro. The Asus ROG Phone 8 Pro is a powerhouse gaming phone, thanks to the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 and the ability to get up to 24 gigabytes of RAM. However, Asus made some controversial choices this year to produce a more well-rounded phone, including a hole-punch camera on the front of the screen. Asus has made some of the best gaming phones for years now, and while the ROG Phone 8 Pro is no exception, it's changed the formula slightly to produce a more well-rounded flagship. While we think that detracts from some of what made the company's ROG lineup unique, it still has some strong hardware and software features that will appeal to gamers without painting them into too much of a corner in other areas. For starters, you get Asus gaming-flavored Android 14, plus Armoury Crate to launch your games and manage settings and performance for each one. The ROG Phone 8 Pro also still features ultrasonic air triggers for in-game control, plus the ability to power the device without charging, so that you won't need to worry about excessive heat, putting a strain on your battery during demanding gaming sessions. Additionally, if you opt for the 1 terabyte configuration, Asus throws in its AeroActive Cooler X. A second USB-C port on the long edge also lets you avoid having a cable awkwardly sticking out the side while gaming. Nevertheless, the ROG Phone 8 Pro isn't all sunshine and roses. We found Asus' decision to put a hole in the screen somewhat off-putting for a phone that's supposed to let you immerse yourself in your games. This was a necessary compromise for Asus to get an edge-to-edge screen without eliminating the front-facing camera entirely. But we think someone preferred to see Asus stick with the bezels of the ROG Phone 7 Ultimate. Number 2. OnePlus 12R. The OnePlus 12R is an amazingly affordable phone for what it offers. The Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 chip delivers fantastic performance. The gorgeous screen rivals that of phones at twice the price, and the battery life and charging speeds are outstanding. This year, OnePlus surprised us with a very affordable phone that could easily pass for a flagship, making it one of the best picks for gamers on a budget. The OnePlus 12R packs Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 2, and while that may not be the latest and greatest, it's a proven workhorse that delivers more than enough power for even the most demanding games. There's also an expansive 6.78-inch display that rivals that found on phones at twice the price, featuring vibrant colors, a 120 Hz refresh rate, and an eyeball-searing 4,500 nits of peak brightness. It also oozes a slick design that OnePlus is known for, with a prominent circular camera array around the back that's offset against the cool blue or iron gray finishes. Plus, there's the Genshin Impact Edition. That alone could make this phone a must-have for serious fans of that particular title. Number 3. OnePlus 12. The OnePlus 12 packs in Qualcomm's leading-edge Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 chip for top-notch gaming performance, along with an excellent and insanely bright screen and an impressive Hasselblad-tuned camera system. Yet it still manages to deliver incredible battery life and ultra-fast charging. The OnePlus 12 is another versatile smartphone that's ready to tackle everything from the latest games to your daily productivity, photography, and social media needs. Like the other most powerful phones on this list, you're getting the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 chip that will let you slice through the most demanding games with aplomb. The OnePlus 12 pairs this with an incredibly bright 4,500 nit LTPO AMOLED display that sports a 120 Hz refresh rate and all the usual HDR modes, meaning your games will look great, even when playing outside on bright days. But OnePlus has another trick up its sleeve with 2,160 Hz pulse width modulation, PWM, dimming, which is an order of magnitude better than other smartphones, which tend to peak just under 500 Hz, and could make this a phone to buy if you get eye strain or headaches from long gaming sessions. Number 4. Asus Zenfone 11 Ultra. You might be surprised to see 2 Asus devices on this list, but the Zenfone 11 Ultra has a well-earned spot. While the device has fewer gamer-oriented features than its sibling, it has the same superb performance. It has a massive, colorful, and bright display, a decent camera setup, and a minimalist user interface that doesn't shout gamer, making it ideal for casual players. The Asus Zenfone 11 Ultra is practically identical to its gamer sibling, the ROG Phone 8 Pro. What sets it apart from its gamer-oriented counterpart is the design and more minimalist take on the user interface. The Zenfone 11 Ultra is nearly stock Android, featuring a few additional features from Asus that offer the whole package in a still relatively compact form factor. The phone sports a large 6.78-inch LTPO AMOLED display with a 120Hz refresh rate that can reach 144Hz while gaming, providing an even better and more responsive experience. Browsing the web, social media apps, and chatting with friends is a breeze, and the colors and brightness look good, whether you're indoors or outside in the sun. The performance is excellent too, thanks to its Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 chipset and 12GB of memory. All graphics-intensive games run without a hitch, and they can sustain demanding games for long sessions without throttling or heating up. There are also a few additional gamer-focused settings, helping users add crosshair and set up some macros for a more elevated gaming experience. Number 5. OnePlus Open. The OnePlus Open is a serious competitor to Samsung's Galaxy Z Fold lineup, thanks to its clever software and lightweight design. It's also a media powerhouse, capable of handling the most demanding Android games on its stunning inner screen. Even the largest phablet phones can compete with foldable when it comes to screen real estate, and last year, OnePlus surprised us by hitting a home run with its first foldable, the OnePlus Open. It's changed the game by bringing a much-needed new entry into space. And while there's always room for improvement, OnePlus got a lot of things right here. Even Oxygen OS, although still in need of some polish, has nailed the important aspect of navigating through the multitasking needs of a foldable. What makes the OnePlus Open an ideal foldable for gaming is not only the expansive 7.82-inch AMOLED screen, but also the fact that OnePlus has managed to work a near miracle by hiding the crease as much as possible. It's the least obtrusive of any book-like foldable we've used, and definitely won't distract from your gaming experience. Naturally, you also get a 120Hz refresh rate, and it's also plenty bright at a 2800 nit peak level. Plus, if you feel like keeping it closed while you play, the outer 6.3-inch display has the same refresh rate and brightness with an aspect ratio that works, so well you could almost forget you're using a foldable.